You see the city here in Syria? It's called Sueda, and there is a very violent genocide happening there right now that you might have not have heard about. You see, this town is populated mainly by Druze, an ethno-religion minority, and a small Christian community that are being massacred by the Syrian army. And the worst of all is that they're so proud of the horrendous ways that they're killing the Jews that they are filming themselves and posting it. So much so that the Ministry of Defense sent a message to all of the troops on the ground pleading them to keep their phones in their pockets and stop recording.
ضبوا هواتفكم بجيوبكم صوروا انت عم تحلق للشارع بعرصة طق رقبته على السكت.
From humiliating ceremonies such as violent shavings and tearing their mustaches out with their hands, an ethnic sign of the Druze, to gruesome murders such as forcing them to jump off buildings, burning them alive, beheading them in the street, and keeping the heads on display, kidnapping babies and children, slaughtering all of the injured and workers in the Sueda hospital. And the list goes on, and they seem to be celebrating it. Why is this happening? Because the Druze don't want to submit to Sharia law, which Syria's new Islamic regime sees as a sign of treason. Al-Jilani took power over Syria after 11 years of a civil war where the whole country was being oppressed by an Alawite leader, a Shia Muslim minority in Syria. Al-Jilani is a devoted Sunni Muslim. The Shias and the Sunnis have been in a very violent war for over a millennia now, and is someone that has been a leader in Al-Qaeda for as long as Al-Jilani has. This is bad news for anyone who is not just a Muslim, but a Sunni Muslim in Syria. That means the Christians, the Alawites, and the Druze. This all started with a Druze produce vendor who was mugged and beat up by a group of Bedouins. That started a snowball effect of clashes between the Druze and the Bedouins over southern Syria, but Al-Jilani took advantage of it as soon as it started. He sent his troops of Chechen rebels, ISIS, Al-Qaeda veterans, and the HTS fighters, who are all part of his official Syrian army. He placed a siege on Sueda, so no food, no water, no electricity, no internet. But the attack on the Druze is not only the physical slaughter, it's also political. They started to claim that the Druze are the ones trying to ethnically cleanse the Bedouins, reverse the roles, and make the Druze the evil instigators. The Druze's whole shtick is that they don't want to bother anybody and they don't want to be bothered. Their religion and their culture revolves around this idea of just living in peace. They don't want a state of their own, and they will be extremely loyal to whatever state is ruling over them at the moment. The Druze in Israel are very loyal to Israel. The Druze in Syria are very loyal to Syria. And the Druze in Lebanon are very loyal to Lebanon because they don't want to bother anybody. They have no wish to ethnically cleanse anybody. That's just a very simple lie to refute once you know what the Druze religion and culture is about. But a captured Al-Jilani soldier spilled the beans and told to the cameras how they've been told to say that they are Bedouin fighters. To fight in civilian clothing so that the Israeli planes don't attack them, and to use Druze civilians as human shields. Those were direct orders. These same atrocities we've seen during Hamas's attack on October 7th, and the same media tactics they used after the attack, claiming ethnic cleansing, genocide, connections to Zionism. It's the same mentality, same playbook, the same exact culture. And they're claiming that their next stop after the Druze is Tel Aviv. Because this is about jihad and Islamic supremacy. Nothing else. The Druze community in Israel have pleaded Israel to save their brothers and sisters and intervene, despite their brothers and sisters in Syria not liking Israel. And that's exactly what Israel did. Attack the Syrian army perpetrating the genocide on the Druze. And you can help too by being aware of the reality on the ground and sharing it.